Take 3. Let's see if I can get through this time. Okay, today I wanted to talk about assuming. It makes an ass out of you and me. Everybody knows that, right? But we do it because our egos are trying to figure stuff out. And it's like, if I can just figure out how people are or why they do what they do, then I can avoid that behavior, or I can avoid this thing over here. So we try to make all these different correlations with everything. A means B, B means C, C means D. It's like a natural progression, right? But we have to think more fresh. We have to think more in the moment. We got to think more like unassumingly about people, about things, about situations, and learn to just ask questions. Just ask questions, you guys. That's all. If you don't know if somebody's dating somebody, ask. Ask the question, are you dating somebody? If they appear a certain way, ask questions rather than assume that they are that way. If they, I don't know, just because they're going on walks every day doesn't mean fill in the blank. Just because they mention such and such doesn't mean blank. And I say blank because there's so many different ways you could go with that, right? I could give you any scenario. Just because this person calls you, it means blank. Just because they texted you or aren't texting you, it means blank. And we could do this all day because you guys, your minds already, when I'm saying that, are already filling it in. Already filling it in. That's our like our habit. It's a very, very bad habit. But all it means is you're unconscious and you're not awake enough or self-aware enough to pause that mechanism in us to say, it just is. There just is no texting. There is no calling. There is, the leaves are falling. People are walking. Whatever is happening in your environment, it just is. Don't make any stories up about anything. No. No. The last video was totally interrupted by phone calls and whoever, it's a different call this time, but oh my gosh. So the universe is calling you. The universe is calling you to please consider. You don't know the answers, nor do you want to. Stop reading into things. Just stop. Just let everything be just as it is and ask questions. Why did you do that? Why did you say that? Why do you assume that? Why did you such and such? Ask. Don't assume. And if you're going to assume the best. Assume positive things. Assume that they're coming from a really good place. Assume that they're just like excited or happy or whatever it is. And right now, energetically, there just seems to be like this heaviness there. People are sleeping a lot more. They're super tired and they're agitated. There's something in the energy causing people to be really agitated. So don't jump to any conclusions. It just made me think of like Office Space. Don't jump to any conclusions, guys. Ask lots of questions. Be very innocent like a child. Just inquire. And even when they answer, don't assume you know what they're talking about when they say what they say. Ask more questions. What do you mean by that? When you say that's what the answer is, what do you mean by that? You know what I mean? Don't stop asking questions. We get insecure or we shut off or we just because you don't know. But it's just like breathe. Even if you think they just said something bad, and ask a question. Your mind will be blown by the answers that you'll get and how different it was than what you thought it was. Okay, so just experiment with it just for a few days. Don't assume anything about anything, and just ask questions about everything. And just try it. Try to break that habit and just see what happens. And report back. Let me know. All right, thanks. Talk to you later.